days without any problem. So it can restore the water for 20 days. In 20 days, mosquito can have easily 2 cycles. 2 cycles. So this type of cycles it can accommodate 2 times in 20 days very happily. So that container or that structure is created by you only, it is not naturally. Naturally coconut will be closed, but you are open and you taken out the whatever your purpose is clear. I mean, you just thrown it away. Then the mosquito is having the accessibility to use that water for laying eggs. That is nothing but Aedes mosquito is very much intelligent to have that type of water, to utilize that water. Okay. So Aedes mosquito will arise in your location. You will be in trouble. You will be in trouble because it will infect like anything to one person to other person within days. Okay. So next, the Anopheles mosquito. Already I said Anopheles mosquito, where it will be available or where it will be preferably there in what type of area? I told already at Anopheles case. Fresh water, stagnation water and rice fields. I told rice fields. The rice fields can happily accommodate Anopheles mosquito. Anopheles mosquito. Next, Culex. It is very predominantly, you can see the mosquitoes in and around of our location is Culex. It is very predominant species. Then Mansonia, where it will be appeared? Water hyacinth. Fresh water, stagnated fresh water, months together. It can accommodate water hyacinth. Simply, it can accommodate Mansonia. Then Armidra. It doesn't cause any disease. It doesn't cause any disease, but it will give painful bites to humans. This is the main problem. Mosquito menace will be identified by residents or whatever the local authorities for complaints. Okay. These are all different genera, different habitation, different infected places. Yeah. Next, please. How we can control the mosquitoes? How we can control mosquitoes? It is different methods are there. Environmental method, genetic control, biological control, chemical control. First preference is environmental control. We should prefer because there is no point of pollution. We won't arise pollution with our hands. So we definitely opt for environmental control initially. Then it won't control. Then we will go for one by one. So environmental control. What is the environmental control? This is the temporary. Means one nala is there in railway track. Beside railway track, one nala is continuously running, but some obstruction will be occurred, so water stagnation will be there. Simply go and the draining and leveling, the filling, whatever the natural habitation, natural phenomena, we can create that phenomena with our physical efforts. Then permanent human settlements. So environmental control is very best way to control mosquitoes without affecting the ecological damage. The second one is genetic. I will explain genetic. The biological control. Again, the environmental biological control is very close together because we can use predators and we can use fishes as larvivorous animals and phytophagous and omnivorous. Because how fish can control mosquito? Yeah, it will eat the mosquito larva. So simply, what is the fish can eat the mosquito larva? Gambusia affinis. Yeah, guppies, Gambusia affinis. These are mosquito killing fishes. So we can use these fishes as the biological control. Biological control. Very fresh water will be there. You don't want to use chemicals or pollute the area, or you don't want to create any sort of smell also with that chemical. Simply you need fishes, just you release the fishes, n number, it will take the next step of the controlling measures. It will eat the mosquito larva, and it can happily accommodate, or it can happily live in the water. So there is no point of water pollution or air pollution, whatever it is. So the insects, again insects, mosquito is the insect, biological control for mosquito. Did you digest this thing, or did you understand the thing? Mosquito itself, you control mosquito, how? Anyone? Here mosquito in different genera, I told already, so many genera or so many species are there in the world wide. One type of genera is, that is elephant mosquito. It is very big. It is not, fortunately it doesn't appear in India, it is in US or other countries. So that elephant mosquito having the larva is very big size. That larva can kill other larva. It can kill other larva. Fortunately it doesn't spread any sort of disease, that mosquito. That is elephant mosquito. So mosquito can kill other mosquito. That type of mosquito larva will be released in that pond or whatever that location, water body, it can take care of it. Controlling mosquito. The next one is protozoans and bacteria. Bacteria can control mosquito. How? Bacteria is very small and it can control mosquito. How? Again it won't digest. No? So why? Because the bacteria is very natural bacteria. It is formulated bacteria. It is the bacteria where we can spray the bacterial powder or bacterial colonies to water body. It will continuously growing like anything, and it will enter into the larvae of the mosquito. It enter into the tract, digestive tract of the respiratory tract of the mosquito, and it will divide it like anything, and ultimately it won't respirate again and it will die. Very excellent work done by bacteria. This bacteria is developed by Israel scientists, that is BTI, bacteria Bacillus thuringiensis israelensis. That is the bacteria. From bacteria, if the powder has prepared, the bacterial colonies are prepared. So this type of biological control we can control based upon this idea. We can control biologically. The second one is, third one is chemical control. This is the chemical control. The last, after putting so many efforts, it won't control in such an area. We can opt for chemical control. This is organochlorines and organophosphates. Organochlorines banned by world. It is the third generation chemicals. It banned already, but still, unfortunately, we are using in India DDT, dialyrin. So these type of chemicals still we are using, and still we are polluting the environment. Simply, so we are polluting the environment, and we are giving so much pain or so much problem to non-target organism like humans, fishes, and other insects, and very useful insects. So this is the last option for controlling mosquitoes. Here malathion, parathion, and diazolam. These type of malathion, centhion, these chemicals are different, using in different purpose. So malathion, where you can use the malathion in pardon? Okay. The Felthian is nothing but Betex. It can use in rough water or brackish water or dirty water to control larva. And the Temiphos is we can use in fresh water. Temiphos is So the carbohyl products are, these are the fourth generation, not yet come to the market fully. So until unless cypermethrin and xylothrene we can use systematically and effectively, we can control mosquitoes with fourth generation chemicals. Okay. The last genetic control, the last option is genetic control. It is very much laborious work and very it will give we can use until unless we have so much fund in our hand, then only we will be opt for genetic control. In this control, simple one method I can explain you. Wolbachia is the bacteria. It won't affect to the, or it won't affect any sort of negative manner to the human being. So it can infect the mosquitoes where the infected Wolbachia infected mosquitoes are there. If female mosquito is infected with Wolbachia and male doesn't infect with Wolbachia, the generation coming to from both male and female, the number of Wolbachia infected mosquitoes will be more, then the positive result will come. Positive result will come in the genetic control manner. Okay, genetic control. Next. So why? Because we are we are taking the study about chemical control. Nowadays we are opt for chemical control. Then only people are very much relaxed. Otherwise they definitely complain you. Simply. So we are using chemical larvicides like abate, temifas and Batex Pentian, nothing but. So used petroleum products like mosquito larvicidal oil. So one waste oil can control mosquitoes. How? One waste oil in domestic waste oil or refinery oil, whatever the waste oil can control mosquitoes. How? How? In what way? How can we use the waste oil as a control? If polluted water is there, stagnated water, days together, months together, when polluted water is there, we can't clear the water, we can't clear the water, then simply you opt for this chemical control with the petroleum product like waste oil treatment. So if you put waste oil on the surface of the water, oil, what is the nature of oil? It will spread like anything within seconds. It will give such a beautiful film. It doesn't allow the mosquito larva siphon tube to take the oxygen. Simply they will die after 3 to 4 hours. Okay, this is the very